Tonight we are on your side with reactions from former in vitro fertilization patients after the state Supreme Court has ruled embryos are now considered children. The decision sparked immediate backlash nationwide. Alabama lawmakers, they're now scrambling to draft new bills to protect doctors and patients from unforeseen legal complications. WAFF 48's Daquan Lee joins us now live from the Fertility Institute of North Alabama, located in Huntsville. Daquan, a lot of women and their families are now stuck wondering what comes next.
Yeah, Nolan, and it's not hard to see why. After that ruling came down, several IVF clinics across the state put their operations on hold to try to figure out what's next for them. And for people who are struggling to start a family, their lives are on hold as well. And for current and former IVF patients, they're wondering what's going to be left behind with their unused embryos.
The judge made the ruling based on the information he was given, but it was based on information that does not apply anymore.
The recent Alabama Supreme Court ruling that legally made embryos children isn't sitting well with Libby Diaz. She's a former IVF patient who used the procedure to have her second child 5 years ago. It also left her with 2 unused, frozen embryos with no clear plan on what will happen to them.
We ended up just kind of throwing questions with no answers back and forth at each other of what does this mean for us and our family, and our decisions being taken away from us as far as what to do with our genetic material.
She says she's devastated for the families who are struggling to start a family or who may even be in the middle of treatment. It's a struggle she's lived through and believes this ruling is a clear step in the wrong direction.
I don't think it's ever okay to take away someone's choice of what to do with their body, their medical treatment, and then ultimately what we're getting into here is their genetic material. IVF is not fun. People don't choose to go through it just for fun. They choose to go through it because they want to build a family.
Attorney Bart Sinyard says the Supreme Court opinion states whether the ruling has good or bad effects is not for them to decide. Instead, he says it'll be up to lawmakers who are already in action, looking to protect IVF, its patients, and the doctors who treat them.
I think it's now on our legislature to either pass some laws or amend our laws to maybe provide some protection to IVF treatment providers, or perhaps to make it easier to streamline and cheaper and more efficient to adopt children.
Now, Attorney General Steve Marshall has said his office will not prosecute patients or doctors in the wake of this ruling. Meantime, down in Montgomery, we're tracking bills that would protect access to IVF and hopefully give people an opportunity to start the family they've always wanted. Reporting live in Huntsville, Daquan Lee, 48 on your side.